Hello everybody, welcome back to Southeast by Midwest on YouTube. I'm Cassie and today we are going to be talking about the Benefit and Beautyblender Apply and Protect Kit. This kit is from Home Shopping Network and it retailed for I think like $40 something and included one full-size beauty blender, one beauty blusher, a deluxe sample of the Professional from Benefit, and a full size of the Dandelion blush from Benefit. If you want to, currently, before we get to that, currently this set is sold out. So this video is not for you to go rush and buy this set from Home Shopping Network. This set is to tell you what I thought about these products. So if you want to know my thoughts on these products, just keep watching. I know I said in the intro that this was not going to be about you rushing to get this set, and it's not. But I do want to tell you how they advertise this set. They claim that this set could take your complexion from dull to bright, that the whole set together could do that. Then on Home Shopping Network, the rest of the claims were about the individual products. For example, they mentioned that the sponges are latex free, which is important to me because I am allergic to latex. They claimed that this would prime the skin and leave it smooth, obviously. This was going to be a shimmery pink blush, and that using these with these would apply everything without leaving any streaks. So, now that we've gotten into all of that, let's jump into my individual thoughts. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Beautyblender. Now, I do have a video, like an old video, teaching you how to use this because I have been on the Beautyblender bandwagon for like ages. Now, I have tried other beauty blenders. I've tried the like little generic dupes that you can get at the Dollar Tree, and I've tried the Real Technique sponge. And while I do like the Real Technique sponge, the Beautyblender, in my opinion, is the best. Now, you may differ in that, and that is your opinion, your right to do so. But for me and for my skin, I find that the dupes, the like generic ones, tend to pull on my skin, especially on any dry patches that I have. And I found that the Real Techniques one actually is just like that flat side. It's just a little too big, and as is the pointed part for getting up around my eye, I wind up getting in my eye and on my eye as opposed to getting up around the edge. So that while I do like the Real Techniques, it is better than the other dupes, this one is my favorite. Saying that, I have not tried every dupe. So like I haven't tried the Morphe, etc, etc. Now this guy right here, I do not understand this guy. This is the Beauty Blusher, and these are both dry. And so obviously when you get it wet, it expands to be bigger. Everybody knows that part. I don't understand. Now, I could understand it if it was a cream blush, but it's a powder blush, and I just don't understand it. So I don't use this for blush, not even gonna lie. I just use it as a smaller beauty blender that's bigger than the micro beauty blenders. I just don't see the point of it. That being said, totally recommend buying this. Don't recommend buying this unless you want to apply your blush with it. I really don't, people. I really don't. I'm sorry. If you see the point of this, please leave me a comment down below telling me. But as of right now, I don't. Oh, also, I have this little travel pouch for the beauty blenders, and that's totally where I've been keeping them when they're dry, because this little guy, this little blusher, I've lost him so many times, it's not even funny. Alright, moving on to Benefit's Professional. Now this is a 0.25 ounce size, so it is a little bigger than some of the samples that you'll get in your subscription boxes and stuff like this. And now this is I believe it is silicone, let me check. It's dimethicone, so it's very similar to the Smashbox primer, the photo finish one that's clear. I find that I tend to like this one a little bit better. Now I've used the Smashbox one for ages, and actually I have several of the smaller samples that I've gotten in different like Birchbox, Ipsy, and then I have like a 1 ounce sample size of it. Like I've never bought the full size, and I've never had to, because like I always get a deluxe sample beforehand. I have found with this that I use it so much, like even if I'm not going to be wearing makeup for the day, I will apply this just to smooth out my features, and it doesn't feel as heavy as the Smashbox one can. Like after a little bit, if I find that the Smashbox one can kind of leave me feeling a little clogged in my pores, but with this one I don't have that problem. So I actually do like this one. I would recommend totally going to like Ulta and seeing if you could find one of the like travel sizes of this before buying the full thing to see if you like it, but I really do recommend it, especially if you have large pores. Now, the next thing that you get is a 0.25 ounce, I was making sure it was the right size, Dandelion Box Blush. And this is a full-size box blush. On the inside, it comes with the little brush, and you move that, and inside is the powder. Okay, so now about this. In all honesty, 100% honesty, this is the reason that I bought the kit. It was convenient that it came with the original Beauty Blender, which I love. It gave me another Beauty Blender. And I figured if I didn't like the gray one for blush, I could use it the way that I'm using it as just a smaller Beauty Blender, or like a backup Beauty Blender. An extra bonus getting the Professional. But in all honesty, this right here is what I got the kit. Because I bought a kit from Sephora, I believe it was. I think it was my first ever Sephora purchase. And it was the box set called, well, my actual first in the store purchase. I had purchased like small things here and there online, but it was a set called Feelin' Dandy. And it was I think the Dandelion lip gloss. It was, I think, a high beam. I know I'm not looking at the camera, I'm trying to remember. But inside was a little bitty mini Dandelion blush. Now, I used it and I liked it, but I find that the little ones inside of the thing are really annoying because you gotta really kind of mush your brush to kind of get in there. And the little brush that came with it that does fit in there, it like did I really, really wanted this as a full size. Now, I hadn't been able to find in person the full size of this. Every time I go into like a local Sephora or Ulta, this shade is either never carried or is never in stock. What in the heck? And I kind of didn't, because I had gotten the Havana boxed blush. So, and I'm hardly going through it, and I had so many blushes. I don't use blush all the time. I did not want to buy just for the full price. So when this kit came up and it included this and all that, I was like getting it. And I am so glad that I did. I love this blush. Whoops. In all honesty, I wear it all the time. It is just this kind of pink shade. I don't know if I'll be able to get you a good, there we go. Obviously, I blend that out. I don't just leave it kind of sitting there. I kind of go in and diffuse it. And when you diffuse it, it just gives a nice kind of pink flush to the skin. It doesn't kind of have that pink doll face, you know, with the super rosy pink. Once you blend it, it really does just give like a nice healthy flush, and I really, 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 really like it. I would have to say this might currently be my favorite blush. Yeah. Alright, so if the kit happens to go back in stock on Home Shopping Network, totally recommend that you buy it, because the blush, the Professional sample, the full-size Beauty Blender, and then the little blush, it's worth it. However, if it does not come back in stock and you want to know how I go on the individual products, I for sure recommend the Dandelion blush if you want like that pink healthy look to the face. I for sure recommend the Beauty Blender, just flat recommend it. The Professional, I recommend that. However, I recommend that you do a travel size before you just go out and buy the full size thing, in case you're the opposite and the other one, this one sits heavier on your skin than like the Smashbox. As for the Beauty Blusher, I personally feel that that is a skip, but that is just me. So hopefully you found this video informative. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. That really does help. Leave me a comment down below telling me, let's say, what your favorite blush currently is. Make sure to follow me on the social media link down below. Until next time, bye.